following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Coming up on Live at 4, picking up online orders in person can potentially be dangerous. See where you can go to avoid danger when ordering from independent sellers coming up.
Plus, local Boy Scouts give their take on changes to their organization. More on that story ahead.
And warmer temperatures are in the area just in time for Valentine's Day activities, but will they stick around? News 3's meteorologist Molly Naslin will discuss those temperatures and more now on Live at 4.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
But first, meeting in person to make a deal is sometimes the way internet trades are made. But how safe is that? Good afternoon. Welcome to Live at 4. I'm Ryan Hall.
And I'm Devin Brooks. Law enforcement say that method isn't very safe after multiple incidents of people being robbed or killed. So local police have created a safer location for you to meet when you're making a trade. 8 in 10 Americans are now shopping online. That's according to a 2016 Pew Research study. But sometimes online transactions end in a face-to-face interaction and could potentially turn into a dangerous situation. Just last month, an incident happened in South Carolina where police say 20-year-old Tranum Martis Woodwin Jr. went to a man's house to buy a rifle sold online, but pulled a gun on the man and stole his rifle and cell phone. Woodward has since been arrested for armed robbery. Crimes like this one have local police offering a safe spot for people to meet up.
Essentially, it's a place where people can go to do internet purchases and meet up with people to exchange items or exchange children if there's a custody agreement.
The 2 parking spaces are right next to the police department and are watched under surveillance cameras. Lieutenant Hammer says using this location can save a lot of situations from going wrong.
I think this puts them on equal footing and kind of that neutral ground where nobody really has the advantage.
And Lieutenant Hammer says the department has gotten a positive feedback from the community and other departments should look into it.
I think that's really awesome, and I think that's a safe way to actually enact those transactions.
You think about how dangerous it can be, especially when you're meeting up with a complete stranger for sometimes maybe tens or hundreds of dollars.
The Better Business Bureau warns people to never meet a stranger alone. Take someone as a witness. Make the exchange in public. Let someone know the time you're meeting up. And always use the online payment system. Don't pay in person. And the spaces are available to use at any time. Lieutenant Hammer says if someone is not willing to meet you at a location like the police department, that should be a red flag of concern.
You will likely see more cases of the flu over the next couple of weeks. The CDC says that the flu season hasn't reached its peak. Aside from getting vaccinated, the Illinois Department of Public Health recommends you the following C's. That means to clean your hands, cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, and contain your germs by staying home if you are sick. They also say that the flu remains widespread across the country. Here in Illinois, there have been more than 1,000 flu-related ICU visits and nearly 300 known outbreaks. 2 children have also died from contracting the flu. If you would like a vaccination, please visit the Medina County Health Department.
The CDC says more than 24 states in the U.S. are having a problem with chronic wasting disease in animals. Illinois is one of them. The disease made its way to the Midwest and is affecting deer in northeast Illinois. The CDC says the risk is higher now that the disease is established in the area and it's likely to spread. The Illinois Department of Agriculture says the only way to know if an animal has chronic wasting disease is through tissue testing after its death. You can see the possible symptoms on your screen.
And more in the national news, as part of the Scout Me In campaign, girls have been given the option of joining either a Boy Scouts or Girl Scout troop. News 3 spoke to Scout members, including a local pack leader in Macomb, about their opinion and on the changes.
I've personally always wanted girls to be in Boy Scouts even before they announced it, because I thought it was always unfair that I could be an Eagle Scout, but my sister couldn't.
I'm not seeing really anything that's going to lead me towards saying it's going to be a problem long term. Once we get through some initial hurdles, I think it's great to be all-inclusive for everybody, whether you're a boy or a girl.
Merritt says his Cub Scout Pack programs have always been family-oriented, and he sees this step as a positive change for the organization.
In university news, today is the last day of voting in the Google Impact Challenge. The Illinois Institute of Rural Affairs is competing to win $250,000 for their project of building grocery stores in small communities. The IIRA hopes they can win the additional money and build on their current project.
We have entire counties where you can't buy a head of lettuce or grapes for your kid. So that's the dilemma.
And we're hoping to take it to the next level where we start working with local farmers as well for food production. So then we can kind of do a matchmaking thing between the two of them.
Voting ends at midnight. If you would like to cast a vote, visit www.iira.com.
WIU Dance Marathon does more than dance for a cause. The organization held a spaghetti dinner last night. Students and community members attended to eat, chat, and donate to the Children's Miracle Network of St. Louis. The group puts on events like the dinner to help reach their goal of $150,000.
It's just like something different and new. We did so well at the pancake dinner that we wanted to do something different. So we decided to do spaghetti. We're like, everybody loves spaghetti, so.
You can visit the WIU Dance Marathon Facebook for more information on upcoming events, fundraising events. The main event is March 30th.
It's going to be a big weekend for WIU's School of Music. The 46th Annual Jazz Festival begins tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. with performances by the Jazz Band and Studio Orchestra. Well-known trombonist Andy Martin will join the students as a featured guest. If you're still in the mood for music, various college, high school, and junior high students will perform Saturday at 3 p.m. You can purchase tickets at the Handline box office.
The Department of Theater and Dance is showing a play next weekend called Proof in Simpkins Theater. It's about a troubled young woman who discovers a notebook left by her deceased father, a famous math professor. She is left to figure out how much of her father's madness or genius she will inherit. The actors and actresses say each of their characters play an important role.
There is nothing more exciting or thrilling to me as an actor than playing strong, powerful women.
I like Robert because there is this poetic way in which he sees maths and the world.
So I think every character has a lot of nuance, and it's just cool to be able to explore that in such a beautiful show.
Life doesn't always work out, but you got to keep going.
Proof will take place on February 22nd and 23rd. General admission is $5, and students can get in for free with their student ID. Another show will be in Macomb next weekend. The famous Peanuts gang will come to life at Macomb Community Theater. You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, a Broadway musical based on the Charles Schulz comic strip, opens on February 22nd and closes on March 2nd. To purchase tickets, please visit Citizens Bank located on 127 South Squares.
In more community news, Macomb City Council is still in discussion about how downtown businesses can receive grant money for improvements. The grant's mission is to encourage business owners to stay in Macomb and to improve the physical appearance of their business. In addition, the grant may offer tax exemptions to those who are eligible. Well, recent winter weather is forcing area schools to change their schedules. The Macomb School District will be in session Monday for President's Day. Macomb will still have their scheduled half-day tomorrow. Illinois state law requires only 5 school days to be made up. Macomb has 4 to make up before the semester ends. Other schools in the area have also changed tomorrow's early dismissal to a full day of school to keep the President's Day holiday. You can check our Facebook page for the latest on area school changes.
Coming up on News 3's Live at 4, Valentine's Day has hit an all-time spending record this year. Find out more coming up.
National Broadcasting Society helps the future of broadcasting get the tools needed to succeed in an ever-growing media world. At Western Illinois University, the professional connections students bring to our chapter of NBS have opened doors to networking possibilities that students otherwise wouldn't have. The opportunities we are given as students at WIU allow us to make connections today for success tomorrow.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
I chose Western Illinois University because I could get involved right away. You're going to gain experience. I'm going to be able to just become successful right out the gate. I'll be a news reporter and eventually become a news anchor one day. I've always felt that as a strong speaker, I could be a voice for the voiceless. But as long as I continue to believe in myself, work hard, and show that I want to put my best foot forward, I think that anything is possible.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 continues.
And welcome back. If you're in a relationship, Valentine's Day can easily turn into an expensive gift-giving day. And this year's spending is expected to reach unprecedented levels. That's according to a just-released annual survey. Mary Maloney has a closer look in today's Consumer Watch.
Breaking the bank this Valentine's Day? You're not alone. According to the National Retail Federation, the average person will spend about $162 to shower their significant other with love. That's an expected record-breaking total of $20.7 billion.
This is up from last year's record of $19.6 billion and an all-time high in our survey's history.
The survey finds men will do the most spending at a little over $229. Women will spend significantly less, slightly under $100. Although people still prefer experiences over materialistic things. They still want the traditional gifts like candy, flowers, or going out, or even an old-fashioned greeting card.
What people will spend the most on are things like jewelry, an evening out, whether that's tied to a gift or just an event in and of itself.
Despite the high spending levels, the survey found fewer Americans will celebrate the holiday this year. Only 51% compared to 55% last year. But those who will be celebrating are spreading the love further.
People have really expanded the definition of who they're celebrating on Valentine's Day. Now it's also about celebrating your coworkers, your friends, your kids' classmates or teachers.
That includes pets. The survey found that 20% of people say they plan to buy a gift for their furry loves. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
On the subject of expensive surprises, many dating app users are paying the cost of privacy in exchange for a chance at love this Valentine's Day. Earlier today, the mobile dating app company Coffee Meets Bagel sent out emails to some of their users stating that an unauthorized party gained access to their names and email addresses. The company has not told how the breach happened or how many people were affected by this breach. The technology news publisher TechCrunch says that the stolen information is a part of a larger database available for sale on the dark web. Coffee and Bagel has since hired a security firm to review its app.
While some are looking for love on a dating app, students across campus are celebrating in their own special way. NEWS3's Devin Christman has more on students' Valentine's Day activities.
Valentine's Day is here and love is in the air. Students all across the WIU campus are celebrating this special day in different ways.
I'm going to make some heart-shaped pasta and then maybe I don't know, some cake or cookies or something like that. Heart-shaped, decorative.
I'm planning on going to dinner tonight with my boyfriend, and then after that we're going to make chocolate-covered strawberries together.
My plans for Valentine's Day, my girlfriend doesn't go here anymore. She graduated, so my plans was I sent her some money, and basically I told her, go ahead, do your thing, get what you want, instead of just ordering it, because I didn't know if it was going to get there on time, and I really didn't know what to get her.
While not everyone has a significant other, there are still numerous ways to not spend the holiday alone.
My plans for Valentine's Day are to study a lot because I have a big test coming up, and then hang out with some of my girlfriends.
My plans for Valentine's Day would be I'm going to be on campus, so I'm going to hang out with friends and make dinner and just socialize.
Whether celebrating with friends or your partner, Valentine's Day can be a fun holiday and even bring up old memories.
Last year was my first Valentine's Day with my boyfriend, and we played Robin Thicke and all these like really romantic songs, and I cried. It was so cute and really fun.
Reporting for News 3, I'm Devin Christman.
The month of February also means tax season is here, and it can be a stressful time for many people. To ease your filing experience, the IRS is providing tips to consider when choosing a tax preparer. Check your preparer's qualifications using the IRS directory. Check their history with the Better Business Bureau for items like credential status and disciplinary actions. Also, ask about fees of service and avoid those who base fees on your refund percentages. Review your tax forms and sign knowing your information is accurate. Well, coming up next on Live at 4, find out if the warm weather is here to stay, and we'll have News 3's Molly Nason with the forecast right after the break.
On Tuesday, November 6th, our state will be making some important decisions.
You might think it's not important,
Or your vote doesn't matter.
But that's not true.
If you don't know how
Or where to register,
visit vote.gov.
Make your voice heard.
Create your success at Western Illinois University. Automatic scholarships and affordable education and more are all yours at Western Illinois University. Apply today at wiu.edu.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
I want to be able to stand in front of the camera and tell people the story of what the weather's going to be like that day, or be able to tell people, hey, there's something coming your way, you need to take cover, you need to watch out. And being able to stand in front of a camera and tell not only the people who are directly involved but their family members as well, like, this is what's going on. It's been very important to me because, you know, being in those situations where you are relying on the news to tell you what's going on, I like to be a part of that and helping people with that.
Welcome back to Live at 4, our first one of the semester on this Valentine's Day. And we have some wonderful temperatures out there. 52 degrees right now, plenty of sunshine, not too high of a humidity. Winds have shifted from the south to out of the west at 13 miles per hour, so it's still fairly pleasant outside. We're a little bit above what our average is for this time, but we are not quite to our record high of 68. I like these 50s right now, though. However, keep these in mind because they are not going to last forever. We have a bit of a system moving in through the area that will be bringing cold air behind it. No precipitation, rain, or snow just yet in our forecast, but there is just a little bit coming through. As you can see right now, not a cloud in the sky, not a whole lot going on over our area. There is still a little bit of snow left off to our north. That's what that white patch is, but sunshine and not a whole lot of snow left on the ground here. Plenty of mud though. Feet will sink into that snow. Current temperatures across the board right now, 52 degrees in Macomb, 54 in Beardstown, and Quincy, a little bit warm at 55 degrees right now. For tonight though, we're going to start shifting gears. 9 degrees for a low tonight in Macomb, 13 in Beardstown and Keokuk at 10. So if you have any plans for Valentine's Day tonight, might want to bring that jacket with you. Tomorrow, not going to be as warm. 18 degrees in Macomb, 21 in Beardstown, 16 in Burlington. We're going to be saying bye-bye to those 50s temperatures. Going back to our usual winter temperatures. Tomorrow night, not quite as cold, 10 degrees here in Macomb. Mostly teens. There are some single digits up in Burlington. You're sitting at about 8 degrees tomorrow night. It's cooling off, going back to those winter-like temperatures that we're used to seeing. But for your Valentine's Day tonight, again, if you have plans, make sure you bring a jacket. It is going to be very windy as that sun goes down. Winds are going to be picking up out of the northwest. 9 degrees for a low. Tomorrow, 18 for a high, so back to our normal temperatures with winds at 12 miles per hour. So going to be a little chilly tomorrow. For your full 5-day forecast, again tomorrow, 18 degrees, warming up a little bit Saturday and Sunday, and yes, there is a chance for snow on Sunday. 29 on Monday, and Monday and Tuesday we're going to move that snow out of the area and have some partly cloudy, sunny skies for those days.
I think it was so nice today, we forgot what season it is.
I would like to keep those 50-degree temperatures.
Absolutely.
Well, I would also say I think Mother Nature gave us this for our Valentine's Day gift.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
Great gift to have. All right. Thank you very much, Molly. Joining us this afternoon is Sports with Brendan Reedy. Brendan?
Coming up next in sports, Coach Elliott looks to leave his mark on Leatherneck football as he announces his first recruiting class. This and much more next on Live at 4.
I started to think about doing broadcasting my freshman year. I started calling some football games for the freshman football team. My high school didn't really have a broadcasting program like some do, and so a lot of my stuff was just PA for different sports, for basketball, for volleyball. And my mom signed me up for a visit to come to Western on a Discover Western day. And I walked through the doors of the rec center, and Buzz Hoon shook my hand and said, "Zach Stone, I've seen all your footage, I know who you are, and you belong here." And that's what really makes WIU feel like home.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
The first time I met Morris, the door flew open and I got this larger-than-life personality talking at the top of his lungs.
Hey, how you doing today?
Oh, man. Oh, I totally forgot. Hold on, let me get this for you. Oh. Just had a magnetic energy. So I thought, all right, we're definitely going to be friends.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
America, let's do lunch!
Why I love to do sports anchoring? Because, it's talking about sports. I decided to come to Western because I wanted an experience that wasn't like some other schools. I did color commentary for one volleyball game. I was terrified. I never did any broadcasting in high school, but when I was talking, it was all, staggered, and I had no idea what I was saying, and now I've done so many different games as a color commentator, play-by-play, now sports anchor. Every show and every game, it gets easier and easier, and I get more comfortable doing it.
Leathernecks win. It's something we've grown accustomed to saying over the last 2 weeks. Western Illinois reeled in its 4th win in a row after defeating the Omaha Mavericks Saturday. The Leathernecks defeated the Mavericks 79-67. Olivia Kaufman was spectacular. She had 24 points and displayed her offensive abilities that make her a force to be reckoned with within the Summit. She helped lead the Leathernecks to another conference victory and is making her case for Summit League Player of the Year. However, she didn't do it by herself. Western Illinois had 3 players score 20-plus points in the matchup. Danny Nichols posted a career-high 22 points, and Annabelle Gradinger added 20. The women's team's next game will be this Saturday at 4:30 against South Dakota. There's a new football league on the horizon. It's called the Alliance of American Football. The new football league consists of 8 teams based out of San Antonio, San Diego, Atlanta, Orlando, Salt Lake City, Phoenix, Birmingham, and Memphis. All these teams, with the exception of Atlanta, do not have an NFL team based in their city. It seems to be a great strategy because the attendance of the opening week's games were very promising. The league is a chance for players who are overlooked coming out of college to try to get a second chance at the NFL. Many people see it as the future minor league system of the National Football League. And this league certainly doesn't lack talent. Some notable names that fans may recognize are Trent Richardson, the former Heisman Trophy winner, Christian Hackenberg, Zach Stacy, and Zach Menberger. The AAF couldn't have asked for a better way to start off their inaugural season. With the buzz generating on social media, this game received 2.9 ratings. Yes, that's right, million. They even beat out the NBA primetime game on ABC. Coach Elliott has announced his entire recruiting class for next season. The announcement came during last week's National Signings Day. Elliott announced the names of 9 students who committed the early signing period, as well as the 9 who signed their letters of intent that day.
This is always one of the most, this is like Christmas for college football coaches. So, you know, there's so much work that goes into these days, and to be able to sit back and welcome new members to your family.
In total, the program has 18 new players coming to Macomb next year. 6 mid-year transfers and 12 first-year players, all coming from different parts of the country to play ball. Coach Elliott says he's looking to build off last year's success he had in year 1. That's sports. Coming up next, someone special is celebrating a birthday today. Find out who when we come back.
I learned broadcasting for 3 years in high school, so towards my senior year, I was pretty much invested in wanting to pursue a career, and I do enjoy it now, but I'm searching for a way to make sure that it's something that I want to pursue after college. That way, I'll be able to wake up every day and say, this is something I want to do, this is something that I love, this is something that I can teach, I can spread, I can affect people with.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I was living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies.
Selfie nailed it. We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Ray Colonel Rock IV is celebrating his first birthday today. Ray has been transitioning into WIUS live mascot as Rocky has retired from most live mascot activities.
University Relations says 2 parties will be held next week on Friday and Saturday for Rocky and Ray. I'm sure those parties are going to be packed.
Absolutely. Well, hey, I just got to say the weather was absolutely nice today, and too bad it's not going to be like that the rest of the week. Are we going to have cold temperatures this week?
We are going to have cold temperatures. I tell you, I love the warm weather today as much as I love Ray, but it's not going to stick around for much longer. Tomorrow we're going to drop into highs in the upper teens. Saturday we're going to have partly sunny skies with a little bit of a warm up to 31. Sunday we do have that chance for snow with 32 degrees. Monday and Tuesday though, we're going to move that snow out of the area with partly sunny skies.
All right, thanks Molly. And that's all for us today.
That's right, but we are online all the time.
Stay up to date with us, news3wiu.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Just search our handle, News3WIU. You can also search for us on YouTube and subscribe.
Thank you for joining us this evening.
From all of us at News 3, have a good night, Macomb.